Hey there, folks. Welcome in. It's another day of Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. I believe today is day 371. Thanks for making space in your day for us. We're late. Did something I shouldn't have done on the way home. And I'm in a little, I don't know. I'll just tell you what I did. Just stopped at Wendy's and I shouldn't have. Just shouldn't have stopped at Wendy's. That's, you know, not something you should be doing at 11 o'clock at night. That's kind of where I am right now. Anyway, or maybe I should have said that it was okay that I stopped at Wendy's, but I should not have ate the food that I got at Wendy's. But, you know, it'll be fine. Stay out long enough. Anyway. What are we doing today? We are still, a couple of days ago, I realized that, hey, I was close to Boosh, and Boosh is one of the requirements we're going to be needing down the road for one of the projects we're doing. And so I'm like, hey, let's go ahead and knock out Boosh since we're so close. And so we've kind of, I don't know that we've totally paused the Mara farm. You know, I, I think we would be able to do it, of course, but we still need, so many of the vaunted keypads that I talk about every night, because it's just this note. It's just the fact that we need so many of these data pads that it's like, you know, but at the same time, it's not like we can equip anything on anybody, right? And why do I say that? Well, I'm sure I've probably gone over this yesterday. I'll probably go over it tomorrow. But these two pieces are both, you both need 7 stars, and we're you know not close to 7 stars. We still need 115 before we're at 7 stars before we can equip this. And of course, we could bring Mara or Leia up, Mara or Boosh up. But it's like, why? And we're sitting here. And it's like I just need these pieces, and the whole reason why we're farming this piece is so I can get TIE Pilot done, which I gotta tell you. So this is not something I'm proud of, but I finished the requirements on my older account for the, what you call it, for the executor. The problem is I can't finish it. Right, so I just jumped into back to the account, and you can see where I messed myself. I I got the first 3 tiers done, but I cannot do the last one. Why? Because I'm very short. I'm very short on this. And so this, of course, is lesson learned. Lesson learned. We'll make sure to use all of that up now. But it's a good thing. It's actually a pretty good thing that I kind of messed this up, so I don't end up messing it up on this account. Why? Because we're the same position on this account. But yeah, this. Yeah. And so, we still have a ways to go. We can farm this as soon as, so we can finish this up, hopefully, as soon as we get this, you know, but at the same time, we still need, we're still going to have to finish the type armor, of course, at some point. Um, but, right now we're just, we're still waiting for the data pads to finish TIE Pilot, right? And so, because of the fact that we really can't move anybody up, we could sort of finish working on the CLS team, but there's really no point to it because Supio is so far behind. And at the same time, we can just, hopefully we'll end up with 3,400, or, we might end up, I think we're probably just going to end up farming Kairos until he gets to 7 stars. And then, hopefully by then, I go in here, and if we go in here when we look, I know I just moved him up to 2 stars not long ago. Like, well, I don't know if it was last night or night before. But if we come in here and we just click on this, you can see I got 77. And that's not going to get us enough to take him to relic 3. So we need about, it's pretty close to about 200 per relic level. So that means to finish him, I need about 600 or thereabouts. Probably not actually 600, but close enough. So I think, we're just going to be farming those. So if you keep wondering why every day you see me farming those, that's why. But, like I said, lesson learned on the home one. I know a lot of you are going to roast me in the comments. Guys, it's we're learning together, maybe we're down the road and people are like, you know what, that's a good piece of advice as you're, maybe you're watching it a couple years down the road and you're like, okay, I'm going for the executor and this guy is going for the executor and we're kind of mirroring each other. And he's saying, okay, now I need to finish my home one. That's lesson learned, right? And that's really all I'm trying to do, is trying to be slightly entertaining. Hopefully you get some value out of it. Hopefully if you're more advanced than me, hopefully you're able to offer up some suggestions that we can talk about, we can think through. I am probably, because I'm stubborn, I'm probably going to end up rejecting off suit. And then because I'm stubborn, in 6 months I'll be like, you know what? That was actually really good advice. But it's just like everything else. It's just like everything in life, unless you come across something, unless you figure it out for yourself, I can tell you all the things in the world, or you can tell me all the things in the world. But unless it connects with me, I'm not gonna. And so, if you want to know how to connect with me, it needs to be It needs to be stuff connected to the negotiator video I did a couple weeks ago, where I'm like, hey, I bought a negotiator. Help me figure out how to use this with the ships that I have, which don't involve the Y-Wing, which don't involve the Marauder, both of which I'm farming, but I don't have right now. Let's figure this out together so that I can make that work for other people. And additionally, light side teams. Right now, I do have a dark side slant to my team, but that's out of necessity. I went negotiator first. I went executor first, and now I'm working on this Imperial team, and we're going to be doing Night Sisters pretty soon, and we're going to be doing Starkiller after that. But then that may or may not, we will have to come back for, we'll have to do the Trooper Assault Battle Team will have to do the Inquisitors at some point. And the Sith team for Assault Battles. But other than that, I gotta tell you, I don't think I'm gonna be doing much other Dark Side, because it's gonna be how long before I get ready, before I can get to Leviathan with just by getting Malgus and the Fury class Interceptor. It's gonna be a while. So it's probably gonna be, you know, this first year, even the second, even this year may end up being fairly dark side heavy, but you know, when we get to where I feel like we need to be, we're gonna just flip the switch and go in a different direction. And I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited. I mean, you know, it's going to be really interesting to see what we end up getting done in this second year. Or actually, I say that, but actually, it's going to be really good. It's going to be really interesting seeing what we get done by the end of 2024. Which, you know, we still have over 6 months left in this. Over 6 months left in the account. It is probably, you know, it's all I feel like this account is, as soon as the home run event comes back around, hopefully we're going to have that done. And then it's just a matter of how long it's going to take me to get those data pads to be able to turn into bronze and wiring, to be able to get TIE Pilot up to Block 5. And then as soon as we get the TIE Bomber farmed up to fully to 7 stars, that's when we're going to be able to go in in the Executor. So it may, you know, it could be as soon as next month. I hope it is. Really hope it is. I mean, if it is, it's going to be like, you know, guys, we're here. It's going to be like, this has been a thing that we've been in the making. This is our first major milestone type of. It's going to be that type of deal. But barring that, it's going to be a while before we get anywhere. You know, because, you know, Boosh is a minor detour, but I mean, it might seem like Boosh is a detour, but she's not. Because if you know what I talked about a couple of days ago, and you know where we're going, she's like, it's like, I see what you're doing there. I see what you're doing there. And that's just it. And I think I might have just decided we're just going to, and ship-wise, you should know that, because I don't know how to use these frigging galactic ships for the negotiator, I think I'm going to build up the endurance and try that out. And just, you know, mainly for shits and giggles, I guess, maybe. But, you know, because I want to learn. I really do. I mean, it might seem cliche to you guys, but I really have, you know, this is what I'm passionate about. It's like, it's like there's so many people in this game who just like to talk, that I feel like just like to talk down to people or talk at people without really trying to help them learn and connect with, this is why you do this. Because for whatever reason, we'd just be like, hey, you should do this, blah, blah, blah. And you can do that. But is that really helpful? It's like, if you took the time to say, hey, turn on this, and then you're doing this to do this because this happens, and then this, and then this. That, you know, and maybe you don't make it super obvious, but maybe you ask the question, hey, if I do this, if I hit this ability, what is that going to do to this? But I feel like subtlety's lost in a lot of things, and I'm personally, I've never really been the guy who really wanted it. I mean, this is just me. And I'm probably going to lose a lot of credit with a lot of whatever credit I have built up with some of you. But I was the guy, like I've told you, that I am not spoiler averse. If I've not explained that to you, spoilers. I mean, if you're going to talk about no spoilers, I'm out of here, because I don't want to do no spoilers, because I don't. I'm like, what? I want to know if it's worth my time. I don't want to sit there and get to the end of the movie and have it be something stupid because my time is valuable, right? And so I'm the guy who's like, yeah, give me the spoilers. I want to know what happens. I want to know what the ending is, because I can still appreciate the story. And a lot of people are like, I started out, I watched the first couple episodes of X-Men 97. I decided it wasn't worth my time. I'm still keeping tabs on it, and guess what? It's not worth my time. And I'm happy, that I'm not wasting my time with that show. And now, if that's just a judgment call. I did not, I watched the first episode. I watched halfway through episode 2, and I'm like, okay, I'm done. I have not regretted it at all. There are some shows that I can just tell I'm not going to watch. And that may or may not be happening in June. Just me. If you want to watch it, knock yourself out. I'm probably not, because I don't know. But one thing I am hyped about is Star Wars Day, not whatever the crap happened on May 4th, but actual Star Wars Day, which just happens to have additional significance to me. But that's neither here nor there. But actual Star Wars Day is probably going to be coming up shortly after you're going to see this video, or maybe around the time you're going to see this video. But for those of you who don't know, actual Star Wars Day is May 25th. And what you could do for me is you could Google the significance of May 25th in Star Wars. And why I think May 25th, not May 4th. Because can we just admit it? May 4th is just a meme. But May 25th actually has significance for Star Wars. That I'm excited about. When I get to May 25th, actually here on my channel, I will tell you why May 25th is Star Wars Day. But until then, You're either going to have to figure it out for yourself or just wait for me to tell you. Because you know me, I kind of do my own thing. I kind of do things my own way, and you know, don't know that I really need any of this today. Do I want to? The question I'm having is, should I start? You know what? Let's do it. Let's keep walking on Wampa. Yeah, I need him for, what's his name? So we'll pick him up. What else do we need? We need these guys. I mean, we don't. We're just a little low on those guys. Where are... Freedom. Drop these guys. Okay. Hey, they're there. More prestige for the thing. We've got, I gotta figure out when the next time that home one thing is coming around, because I really need to make sure I finish it whenever it's available. But anyway, I think that's it for today. I think that's all we get to talk about. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to jump into Conquest and do some more Conquest. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel and tell your friends. Hold the line. God bless, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye.